Thank you for joining the channel Moon Oracle. I'm Allison. Happy December. Quick announcements. If you're not already following me on Instagram, my tarot page Moon Oracle, go ahead and do so. The information is below in the description box. Also, if you want to book a private reading with me, the information is also down below. My email is moonoracleetarot@gmail.com. You can also contact me through Instagram, just DM me. Also keep in mind that your sun sign is not the only sign that you have to listen to for my readings. You can check out my other readings for the month for other signs, and the message can still resonate with you. Okay, so I actually decided to just go ahead and pull cards during your reading. I just want to do something different. I just want to be able to immediately connect with you and immediately just make those connections as I pull. So we're gonna do that today. Okay, so right now, I pulled two cards, and you have the Knight of Cups and the Death card. So you are ready to just experience something new. You're ready to give some sort of offer in a different area, in a different place, or that really can just be coming to you. That is for you, because it's time that something ends. It's time that you get rid of something that's just, it's just, the time has run out for it. It's time to discover something new within that ending, in a way. Within this ending, it's a new beginning for you. So it's a new beginning. You have the Four of Pentacles. I think you are, give me a second. Right now you're in this state of mind where you are determined, you are willing to make sure that you're secure. You have the security that you need for yourself. So you're protecting that. You're keeping your values very close. You're keeping your knowledge very close. You could be within this new change, whatever it is that you're coming out of, whatever it is that you're coming into, I just hear securing, like you're securing, you're protecting what's yours, so that you can, I guess, transition into something new. It's like you're getting ready for something new. Hold on, let me see. Okay, you may have had a lot of time to reflect, just going through a lot of inner work with yourself. Not necessarily like you're trying, like, yeah, you could be taking the time to try to evaluate yourself, but it's definitely what's around you. Does this work for me? Sorry, I kind of lost it for a second. Give me a moment, okay? Maybe you've been going back and forth with yourself on how you want to change the scenery of a situation, or just move on from a situation, or how you can progress in a different area of your life. And that just, yeah, that's been having you pretty much just sit more in silence with trying to just figure that out with yourself on how you want to do that, how you may want to end something, how you may want to end a relationship, how you may want to end you know, a job and move somewhere else. Oh wow, so the Three of Cups just popped out. I love this card. Like, look at that. That's so fucking cool. Okay, so the ideas that are coming to you and the ways that you want to move. Wow, Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think it's somewhat of like you're just transitioning out of something and transitioning into something else. So it's like I'm picturing like a blueprint in a sense, where it's like the ideas that you're coming up with, how you want to approach something, how it is that you want to say something in order to get to the next phase, the next level. It requires you, in a sense, to develop some sort of strategy. It can be with others. You can be working in a team. Y'all could be trying to figure out how to come up with this plan, how to come up with a plan of moving on to something else. You know what I mean? How to transition out of that, how to still to move in a different area, to just shift, but do it in a way that's not really gonna fuck things up, I guess. Maybe doing it in a way that can still benefit you highly, can still not shake up things around you too much, or the other people that can easily be affected. You could be taking time to actually think more about other people's feelings, or you're really taking the time to think about your feelings and how, you know, how can you take the time to express how you feel in a way that it's fair for everyone else. It's fair. It's fair. It's definitely fair for you. Probably on also trying to just establish a new way of how you communicate, so that you can better align with your interactions with other people, with your relationships with other people, your partnerships. In a way, it's like you're thinking about that, and I think you're just trying to find a wise enough approach so that things don't get too cluttered or messy. You're just taking time to figure it out. But as you're figuring it out, you're applying it. Even if you don't really see it, like it's being added. So it's being applied to your situations. People can see the difference within the way that you're communicating with them, with the way that you're interacting with them. Let me pull more for you, though. So this can definitely start up some conflict. You know, it's like, it's that kind of feel where it's like, you know, I'm recognizing how things can be different, and all I want is the best for myself. So sometimes when we can be a little bit afraid to do that for ourselves or ask for that, even when we really deserve it too. I notice that's sometimes even harder, when you recognize, you know, how deep your worth is, how valuable, you know, you've become an asset to certain situations and other people's lives, and you just realize how much you continue to expand, that things have to change at some point where you need things to work better for you. So sometimes it can feel a bit like a burden when we want to ask for it. If someone has, you know, more control, or it's like, in a sense, they have like higher authority over us to some degree, like a boss. It's kind of like, how do I do this without everything getting fucked up or everything shaking up? You know what I mean? So that can that can definitely things can shake up within your change, within your in a sense your progression. You know what I mean? Like, nothing necessarily, just keep in mind, nothing necessarily is gonna be taken away, or you know, you're gonna get some sort of consequence because you're choosing to move differently. Like, if you, like, in your heart feel like you need to move differently, then that is what you're called to do. And how you feel is necessary to do that. Like, that's just what the fuck it is. So, yeah, other people around you can have a problem with that. So, I guess I'm saying just be aware. Definitely be aware of that can come up, if it hasn't already. Damn, we're already on 11 minutes. Alright, let's see. You could have been really, like, in your head about this. This is something has probably really been stressing you out. Maybe you feel limited in a situation or situations, like, and you just feel like, how can I meet other people halfway? You know, how can I come to calmer waters within this, you know, this sudden change? You know what I mean? Things already feel different, even if in the physical it's still how it's been, it's still the same, it's still, no, the energy is different. Things are different. You know, when things aren't the same anymore, and you keep just playing it over and over again, but you already see that you're in a new state. You know what I mean? You're in a new space. So it's like, you're not the same person. You're just in the same environment, but you're evolved. You know what I mean? You're evolving. So it can be overwhelming, because it's like, maybe you're trying to not necessarily step on anyone's toes, or maybe you're just trying to make sure that you are protected within, like, how you're moving within the situation. You want to just make sure that you're not setting yourself up, or you're not, I don't know, I guess, yeah. You really have to keep in mind that people are going to be who they are. People choose to move how they want to move. You can't please everybody. You can't make everyone happy. So, that's just simply it. Just do what you need to do for you. And I feel as though you are kind of taking the time to move with this at a more steadier tempo, because you're being careful. That's really what it is. You're being a little careful with it, and that's good. So don't slow yourself down too much to the point where it's like you end up just staying where you are. If it's somewhere you don't want to be, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, like, take necessary actions towards this change, you know, towards where you're trying to move to next. Even if you don't really know where you're going, you don't have to be where you are. You know what I mean? It doesn't take away, you know, your value. It doesn't make you smaller because you're unhappy, or because you're unfulfilled. You're not completely satisfied. You know what I mean? Like, that is a huge sign. When those things come up in our lives, it's like, no, there's always a way. You always have a choice. Yeah, you're planted. You're planted within, you're rooted within how you feel. And you're the leader that you are. You are just as creative too. You know how to create and then establish. So it's like, once you do that, you're set. You know what I mean? Even, of course, things take time to progress. Of course, things take time to grow. But with all the knowledge that you have, everything that you have within inside of you, all you have to do is just transfer it somewhere else. You just have to take it, move it forwards, move it beyond, like, think bigger, you know what I mean? Or just think outside of the box. Try to do that. Because it's really going to help you find more answers. It's going to help you just make more, bigger, and better connections. Ace of Wands. This is you. This is an opportunity. This is a brand new opportunity. This is a real push, you know, a fiery ass push for you to just make a change, make something happen for yourself. Even if it means, in a sense, like you're starting over, or you're starting smaller, it doesn't mean that it's small. It doesn't mean that it's insignificant. It doesn't mean that it means this is a new chance. This is a new opportunity for you. You are drawn to that. You move towards that. You move towards how you feel. Wow. And then 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this can mean, yeah, if you jump into something else, and it's not usually in the way that you do things, you can really be rewarded for this. Like, and this helps you even build like pure, like truer, stronger relationships with other people. You know what I mean? Like, and how this all begins, like, this can really last. You know what I mean? This can really set for long term, like better long term results, and it can be really strong. You know what I mean? Like, you have to just believe in that. You need to believe in yourself. Yeah. Are you afraid? Are you just afraid of how things can turn out? Or have you just been unfulfilled for so long that it's like, fuck, can this work? You know what I mean? Can I make shit work? Am I making the mistake if I choose to just take the leap of faith and, you know, like, fuck. Second. Wow. You got the World. I love this card. Infinite possibilities, endings, beginnings, you know what I mean? Transitions, a whole new world for you is here. And you're such a hard worker, and you're so determined, and you really do have so much faith in yourself. Sometimes it may not really come off that way because you're being so hard on yourself, but you know your potential, you know your abilities, the abilities that you have, you know what I mean? And it's all coming from the passion, that drive that you hold within yourself. So, you know, you're gonna feel how you're gonna feel, but deep down, you already know what you deserve, and you know where you can go. You know what I mean? You know where you can be placed. If you, like, really just energetically, like, try to just put yourself there. Put your mind in a different space, and just, you know what I mean? Like, connect. Make those connections. Like, lock it in, you know? So you're going to feel how you're going to feel. And this shit's really overwhelming. And I get it. I hear you. But shit's happening for you regardless. You know what I mean? Whether you choose to move or not, nah. Something is going to be taken away from this dynamic. Something is going to be flipped around, and it's only going to bring you closer to where you see, where you feel that you need to move towards. You know what I mean? However, like I said, even if you don't know what that looks like or what that is just yet, try to connect more to the feeling of that. And then it'll be created. You'll slowly but surely, like, it's all coming into form. You get what I mean? Yeah, this is good. This is really good for you. Oh, shit. Cards are flying out. Give me a second. Wow. Another fire card. Here you are again. Yes, see? This is really working from the root up. You know, this is you really locking things in and really setting your foundation. And it's, remember, it's all about just your inner truth. It's all about honesty. It's about being honest and honoring. Remember last month I said honoring yourself, honoring your struggles. This really plays a big part, because you don't just, you know, like, you, to do that is when you end up, you become the emperor. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily start off as an emperor. Like, it's already within you because that's your higher self, but it's not just where you, it's just not where you just start. You don't start from the top. You in a sense, you start from the bottom, and it doesn't mean that it has to be bad or negative necessarily. It's just all like, look, this is a learning process. This is a growing process. You know what I mean? You come into establishing your wholeness, your truth, because you're taking the time to allow. You're taking the time to just, yeah, allow these things to end, allow these things to come about, just allow things to happen, and still stay true to who you are, still stay true to your work, to your honest work, believing in yourself, believing in your work, believing in your craft, all of that. Okay, wow. And then the moon is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're so, like, caught up in, like, not in your head, like, too much of the mental space. It's more of like a spiritual state. It's more of like, yes, it's your thoughts, but it's a lot of your emotions too. It's like you're learning ways on how to connect with your emotions, how to connect your thoughts, and like the way that you're connecting with your thoughts, it's coming from how you feel. And that's, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, that's what it should be. The fuck? Okay, so I'm doing something different. Usually by the end of your reading, I pull a crystal card, but I decided I want to go ahead and use a different oracle deck, my cosmic reading cards. And I'm now realizing I don't have them with me, so just give me a second. I'm going to go get them. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull one card from that oracle deck, and that's going to be Spirit's advice for you. That's going to be, you know, your healing message for the month. Okay? All right, give me a second. So here we are. What is Aries' healing message for the month of December? Spirit's advice for Aries, December 2019. What is the message for Aries, December 2019? Message for Aries. Oh, okay. Golden crown, yes. And see all this fire, and it's Sagittarius season, so understand things are really illuminated for you right now. And it can be really overwhelming. It is going to be overwhelming because it's things that you just really need to tap into and just see and accept. But you can also really take advantage right now of this season and use this fire, use this passion that you have, you know? Golden crown. I'm seeing like everything is just been sacral and solar plexus so far for your reading that I've been picturing. I just been seeing yellow and orange, you know. Yeah, own who you are. Own it. Believe in yourself. Believe it. You know what I mean? Believe the things that you can create, the things that you can manifest for yourself. Understand it is to create nothing into something it is a beautiful thing. It is not always going to be the easiest, but this is your calling, okay? Like, wear that shit. Wear your crown. Wow, bottom of the deck, you have shine. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Yes. Things are gonna work out. But you have to believe that they can work out. You know what I mean? And you just need to, assert. You need to assert action. Just, Aries, it's gonna be okay. You got it, okay? You've put in too much work. You've put in, not too much, but so much of it, bruh. Like, no, this is good. Within the endings, there's a beginning. There's something coming in. This is not it, okay? So yeah, keep this in mind. Crown chakra, but this is all of your chakras. This is from the base and up. You know what I mean? Emperor energy all the way. Yeah, you own that shit. All right, that's it. Good luck. Happy December. I love you.